Hello YouTube, this is JudgeonGame44 here, and today, let's discuss something. Recently there was a new SpongeBob episode about over a month or two ago. It was pretty much where Plankton decides to retire and everything. Of course it turns out, spoiler alert, it was a trick and everything. This episode gave me and Mom to talk about some things. One of them was pretty much, what if they made a new main character where Plankton would keep getting annoyed at because this guy is trying to shut down Plankton's restaurant, but trying to shut down the Krusty Krab as well, so he can open up his own. Now you're wondering, why exactly? It's pretty much, he needs to get rid of both of these restaurants and everything. So yeah, that was Mom's idea and everything. And I actually was thinking, what if they were actually serious about making Plankton pretty much retiring from the actual show, SpongeBob SquarePants? So my idea was like this. SpongeBob is where pretty much fry cooking, so where it's at the cast resort. Plankton keeps trying to steal it, but finally Karen actually convinced him to we should just retire and find somewhere else to live. They leave Bikini Bottom, Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob. Yes, it is similar to this episode, but it's actually a real one where Plankton is indeed retiring and having a new home with Karen to live at. So pretty much what exactly is going on here? Well, you see, this is like this. After this episode ends here and everything, Plankton is indeed gone, but exactly why? Well, goodbye show, I'm out. Pearl's Open Up Restaurant. Now, if you're kind of curious what exactly I'm talking about, let me explain. Do anyone remember back in Season 9 where Pearl had a full episode and everything, and SpongeBob was only in for 10 seconds of the whole entire episode? In a few shots in the background and stuff like that? And only I made one joke at the end? Yeah, that episode. For those who don't know, Pearl got a job at the mall and everything, and her friends were making her fun out of her because she was acting like a grandma. And to be honest, her friends actually apologized to her at the end, and she pretty much learned she should be young while she still is, but she loves doing the things she is. At the store and everything. But besides all of that, what exactly happens? Well, it's basically very simple. My type of episode idea is this. Think about it. Pearl has been always about a teenager and everything. I understand the show doesn't really age up their characters really, but at this time, Pearl is actually around the age 16. It's possible she's actually now 17 in the series, but literally, she has been literally a teenager for maybe too long in a way. As much as I like her, this is my idea for her. First of all, that Plankton's gone and everything. What do you expect who would be going across from there? The Flying Dutchman probably would have some horror theme. Larry and Mrs. Puff have their thing with Goo Lagoon, the gym, and the bowling school, and plus Mrs. Puff have her own house. Sandy doesn't really need extra lab or anything. And if you're saying anything, what exactly I'm talking about these were other characters I was thinking about. If it was a main character, not a new one, then who it could be? Because don't forget, or the Dirty Bubba and Man Ray opening up a restaurant or something else that you aware, that would just be weird for across the restaurant thing. Now, let's get into Pearl. Now, I'm talking about Pearl is because, well, you see, Pearl in this episode is where she finally grows up. She turns 18 years old, she graduates school and everything. You're wondering, why exactly is this? Well, Plankton is gone and everything, and Pearl decides to open up her own restaurant. She opens up a restaurant across from the Krusty Krab so she could be around her dad a little more. She could actually ask him for advice how to run a business and everything. And these two would actually become competition. Pearl would be trying to get the customers to her restaurant, and Mr. Krab will be trying to get that restaurant, all the customers from that restaurant to his restaurant. Now, for Miss Pearl's restaurant, I have literally no idea. Perhaps maybe something like sweet and pink and white something, but I literally have no idea what a restaurant could be. I imagine Pearl being a waitress at her own restaurant, but also trying to run it, everything, help out with it. And it's possible you can add some new characters, new main characters, who are also working there, but only will pretty much appear for the episodes that are working at that restaurant. Now, Pearl would pretty much want to be like her dad. That's the idea for this. Pearl has been actually looking like she wants to be like her dad in a way, and that she's getting older or anything. She does now. You might be saying, why? Well, do anyone remember that episode actually where Pearl actually got a job for the summer at the Krusty Krab, a very old season? That episode, Pearl was pretty much trying to get herself fired because she was not going to say no to her own dad. She just wanted to please her own dad, but she was trying to get herself fired for it. Because she didn't actually want to work at the Krusty Krab. So SpongeBob actually fires her, but she tells the plan and everything. And pretty much Mr. Krabs is happy and everything. Two things. First, yeah, he's going to get his money back from SpongeBob. And second, Pearl is also happy because she can get back to her social life. And Mr. Krabs is actually happy because Pearl is happy and she is happy. Even though she's no longer working at the restaurant. She's off to do bear offer things. But yeah, for real. I honestly think if they were going to do a direct like this, like they take Plankton out, it's possible they could even reveal the secret formula, because I don't really expect Pearl to try like take the recipe or anything. I expect Pearl to try to do her own thing and everything. Look up to her dad, and they're pretty much like trying to make money and everything. Mr. Krabs would actually care so much for a dollar, really. And honestly, this would give an interesting character element for both two. They could be having fun, they could be both stressed out because they're trying to eat to get more customers on their each restaurants. But yeah, besides all that, that's pretty much like the idea for if the writers were actually deciding to change up things a little bit. Because if you think about it, Plankton has indeed aged and everything. Plankton is really no longer the guy anymore. So, I mean, he's fun and everything, and he does have some good episodes still. But literally, his character is pretty much draining and everything, and there's only so much you can do with him unless they're going to get more creative with him. But literally, besides all that, that's just like my idea, and this is just pretty much the idea. And, well, okay guys, if you can hear something in the background, pretty much the wolf is whispering. I'm not even joking, howling or whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah, besides all that, that's pretty much like the idea for this type of episode. Pearl's Restaurant, I literally have no idea. Maybe not really the best idea for Pink, but I'm pretty much like talking about a sweet type of restaurant, like ice cream or cakes or stuff. But yeah, like a bakery. But besides all that, that's literally like the idea for this whole entire new idea series for Pearl and pretty much Mr. Krabs be doing. But literally besides all that, that's literally just the idea. So, besides all that, I hope you did enjoy this idea video. So until then, this is Judging Game 44, signing out. Until then, I'll see you all later. Bye!